What it do? What it do? What it do? It's your boy, man. What it do? What it do? Today has been a good day. Went to church this morning at 8:30. Me and my baby, you understand what I'm saying? Now she's out and about because it ain't raining. Her and my nieces, they out and about enjoying their day. You understand what I'm saying? So it's your boy, man. Hey, man, check this out. Tap on up in here. Man, I put something on the community post that one of my partners sent to me, some old Texas out of Care Back Live. I did years ago. He said, man, put this on your community post, OG Bamm. But hey, what it do, man? Y'all holler at your boy. Tap on up in here, man. Hey, we got 3 people up in here. David Perez is up in here. What it do? What it do? Shouts out to Kev Mack and the Mackheads and the Maniacs. FG Unleashed. Cynthia Nunn. Hey, OG Gangster, my little big homie. Hey, the Winner Circle, the Foundation, the Hood Postman in the Mailroom Goons. Hey, let's talk about it Sunday afternoons, questions and answers. Come on up in here, support the channel today. I need 36 more people, man. And I can have 2,000 subscribers. So hit that like and subscribe, support the channel. Let's make it do what it do, y'all. Let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do. Tomorrow, I'm taking off work. Tomorrow's my father's birthday, and Tuesday is my little sister's birthday. Both of them is resting in peace. We going to the cemetery. They said if it don't rain and the weather permitted, my nieces and them want to have a little barbecue at the cemetery. They ain't a little thing, so we're gonna make it do what it do, y'all. So y'all tap on in with your boy today. Let's liven this thing up. We got people up in there, Scott Wolf up in there, LA one here, Robert S up in there, Solo up in this joint. Hey, and Cedric is up in here. So what it do? Come on with these questions. It's Sunday, y'all. Today is a good day. I'm telling you, I went to church and I feel a little bit better than I did yesterday. I'm always feeling good. Shouts out to Scott Wolf in this bitch. That's what it do. What it do on this beautiful Sunday. Hey, man, it is a beautiful, the sun came out and went out, but it ain't raining. So it's okay. So come on, man. We need a front knowledge reunion. Say it again, LA boy. What it do with y'all, man? Check this out. My boy took some pictures and sent me these texts and said, man, post for the community thing. And he wanted me to address some of that shit, right? On why I ended up about the squabble he's talking about I had, and I broke this dude jaw, whooping on this dude real tough, right? Well, what it was, when I was doing a layover at this pen at Soledad, I went down to court. I used to always get called out to go to court. My homies get me called out. You get called back in the day, you get called down to the LA County Jail for you can get some money, type of shoes that you wanted. You couldn't have colored shoes in the pen. So I went down there. This was Marcellus and Baby Gangster and gave me some blue suede Adidas. So I go down there. And I come back and I snuck off orientation. We was on orientation. Wasn't going to be able to go to the line. We just there waiting on for the bus to take us back to New Folsom. So I sneak off orientation because one of the little young homies from In-Hood got at me and said, man, this dude Puncho, man, he telling us we got to bring knives to the yard, Bamm. You need to understand something. When you used to go to the yard in Soledad, you had to go through the yard through a metal detector. So it was hard to sneak knives to the yard, right? The only people who had access to sneaking knives to the yard or putting key shoes on the yard was the yard workers because they didn't have to go through the metal detector, right? So I sent a kite out there to Puncho. I said, man, little homies complaining about you. You need to, pump your brakes on what you're doing. That nigga sent a kite back to me telling me, nigga, you just on a layover here. Nigga, you ain't running nothing down here. Nigga, whoop, 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 popping that off at that gun. Popping off at his gun. So I snuck off orientation. I'm on the phone. I got out there. The phones is on the yard. Damu's on one side and the Crips is on the other side with the phone. So I'm on the phone. My homie L. Logan just got there. He's the first time he was in the pen. I said, L. Logan, you see this dude Puncho? Tell me I want to holler at him. L. Logan Sims, give me that thing. F. He here. I get off. They tell my grade, poo, let me get off the phone. I'm going to call you back. I should be leaving probably in a couple of days to be back in New Folsom, so I'll be waiting on the visit. So, bam, man, check this out. I say, Puncho, let's walk, man. Let me holler at you. He don't want to walk because now he think I'm a bus on him. I said, man, what is this? I told you sent that kite to me, wasn't cool. He kept barking. Bam, bam. I just take off on him. Whoop on him real bad. I break his jaw and break his cellar max. Man, dude, I got to twitching so bad it scared me, right? They shoot on the yard. Bam! Down on the yard. We get down on the yard. He goes straight. He go to infirmary, go to the cell. They put me in the hole. They don't put me back on orientation because I'm doing the labor. They put me in the hole now, right? Tell me, I'm gonna get 115 for assault on the inmate, so right. But they thinking I used the weapon because he's so fucked up. When they find me guilty, I get a 28-month shoot for that shit, right? And Puncho was having problems. Gangsta had to send a hit crew at him when he got down to Donovan. Gangsta sent somebody at him because he was always trying to be more than what he was. And I wasn't a dude, man. I want people to understand what I'm saying. I wasn't a bully in prison, but I didn't allow people to mislead young CC riders because I wasn't a CC rider that was misled by the big homies. So when I earned the title of being a big homie and had a lot of rank and position in what I represented, I wasn't allowing nobody to mislead people because I wasn't being misled, right? Don't be telling nobody to take knives to the yard when you work on the yard crew yourself, right? And you could have had knives on the yard. So and don't try to put somebody in a position that you're not willing to do, have them do it for you. And that's how that incident came. Then my boy T from Stockton popped in. T was from Stockton. Me and T got real cool because they put a Northern Crip in my cell in Old Folsom, right? This dude had dreadlocks, man, and he came in my cell. He was real nasty, right? So he come in. That night, I bring the phone out. I said, man, call your family, let them know where you at. Give you 30 minutes on the phone. This dude on my phone for 30 minutes arguing with his woman. I'm like, hey, man, get off my phone. Let me have my phone back. When you get off the phone, I put the phone back up, right, so I can talk to him. I said, man, yeah, I wanted you to call your family, let your family know where you was at, get you some money up in and take care of you, right? Because I'm not in taking care of no grown-ass man. I said, the reason I told you to get off my phone, man, a lot of dudes get caught with their phones if they get to arguing with their girls on these phones, and their girls will call the penitentiary, tell the penitentiary they got a phone. The police gonna come up in the cell searching this phone. Your girl was to call up here and say it was a phone in the cell and I lost my phone. You got to give me $1,500 because this is what I paid for my phone. So we got to kicking. I made a spread for the brother that night. We eating this shit, right? They called Chow. He go to Chow, still go to Chow. By the time he coming from Chow, I go back to work. I'm going to work now, right? So when I get off work, man, we go back in there. Next morning, I get up. I used to get up every morning in the penitentiary at 4:30, man. I sit up. That'd be my time to myself, right? Lavelle Sparks, brother from Raymond. Lavelle was myself. He said, your ass get up early in the morning. You don't make no noise. All I do, brush my teeth, wash my face, make me a cup of coffee, and smoke me a couple of cigarettes, right? So this dude, man, they called breakfast, man. This dude jumped out the motherfucking bed without washing his face, without brushing his teeth, put his pants on and walked right out the motherfucking cell. When this dude came back from breakfast, man, I'm standing at the cell door talking to one of my little, matter of fact, I was talking to my homie Q-Ball. He was in the 3 building. He was walking to his building and he wanted me to give him a pack of cookies. I said, I'll bring them to you on the yard. The dude kept step back in front of the cell. I say, homie, get your little bag you came in the cell with. You can't live up. And he like, damn, OG, what's up? I don't live like that, man. You ain't get up, wash your face or nothing. I don't get down like that. That's that Bamm living. I ain't no Bamm. You see how clean my cell is? The cell is waxed. When he first moved in, I told him, hey, take your shoes off. Put on your flip-flops, man, walk up in here. It's my flow wax. I don't want to fuck the flow up, right? He understood it. He moved. We know we still got cool, but his homie T understood me because T had been doing time with me. He knew I did time. And I used to save a lot of shit. I wasn't one of them dudes that had a lot of influence in the pen because I had influence. I was with the drama. If a motherfucker wanted the drama, I'll bring the drama. But if we can solve our problems without having a black on black melee on the yard, a crip on crip melee on the yard, or a crip on blood melee, hey man, let's talk about it. Let's have some positive dialogue and have a positive solution in the problem. I never wanted to be a participant of the problem. I always wanted to be a participant of the solution towards the problem, right? And that's what people respected about me. And I learned that from dudes like Sumo, Big Escarpment, Marcellus. I really learned it from Sumo and Big Heron. My two big homies. They taught me how to be diplomatic with how trying to solve problems without having violence. But if a person wants violence, he can get what he wants. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, y'all throw some questions at your boy. Let's liven this thing up. and support the channel, man. Hey, check this out. 13 more days for the sit down, man. Support the channel. Hit the cash app today. 13 more days for the inner city youth sit down, man. Let's make it do what it do. Yay, yay, yay. Don't run from it, run to it, baby. This is your boy OG Bamm. We got Danny Carlos up in here, man. What's up, brother? What's up? T up in here. T, where you been, man? Where you been? T, where you been, man? Robert S. Damn, I've been here since you had about 16 subscribers. Congratulations, bro. Thank you, Robert S. I'm trying to get that 2,000. We need 36 subscribers. Hit that like and share, baby. Y'all share the content with your people. Tell them to subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get 2,000 a day. Let's watch this. If I don't get 2,000 by the time after I end this live, I'm going to go live again tonight. And I've been going just one live a day now, y'all. Just doing one live. My boy Willie said, do one live a day. I've been following that suggestion. So y'all throw some questions up at me, man. T, what's up with you, man? Antonio Sims, what it do, baby? Salute OG Bamm. OG Bamm, realest YouTube channel. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Working hard, Auntie. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm going to take off tomorrow, man. Right? Because my sister, my father and my sister's birthday, both back to back. So we're going to do something, go to the cemetery, put some flowers on their graves. Then we put flowers on the grave because my family got a whole slot. We put flowers on everybody's grave, so I'm gonna enjoy that day. It ain't gonna dampen my day because my father and sister wouldn't want me to be sad. So I got to always try to keep a smile on my face, man, and enjoy life. I'm blessed and highly flavored. I'm a changed man, man. People need to understand this. How's everything going with you, man? Watch this, T. I got 2 teeth pulled, but now my mouth is feeling better. Life is good, T. I ain't got no complaints. So I'm check this on. Only complaint I got is why black folks don't want to love and respect each other, man. That's the only MF complaint I have is why black folks don't seem to want to love each other and respect one another. Why do we persist on hating on each other? Why do we persist on wanting to take parents away from kids? Why do we persist on not wanting to protect and raise the kids and create a safe haven for the kids in the black community? That's my only complaint, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. If you're a grown ass man, you still representing your hood, man, and you got kids, you're out of pocket. You're supposed to give more to your kids than you get to the hood. It's not about that no more. Ain't nothing wrong with claiming your hood, but it's a different way you can represent your hood in a positive way today. Hey, that's what I'm doing. I didn't turn my life around. I'm not with the gang violence no more. I'm not with posting up with a bag in my pocket. Man, I've been cheating on Meeks moms with the moms from Wu-Tang. I needed some chocolate in my life. That's what I'm talking about, Bolo. Much love. Cedric Berry say much love from Houston. That's what I'm talking about. Did you ever run across any Crips or Bloods from Seattle when you was in the joint? No, I didn't, brother. No, I didn't. 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 I wish I could have met some from out there because Crips and Bloods is nationwide, man. And in a roundabout way, man, I hate to say this. All these states is totally gang bang, totally different in LA, although it came from Los Angeles, California. We gang bang totally different, right? I'm gonna share this with you too, man. My boy sent me them clippings from out the comments from Kill Mac thing. He sent me a TikTok thing to watch. He said, watch this TikTok thing. Birdman, them brother, whoever the dude is that people call him the rebel. This dude was talking about Boosie. I don't get caught up in that controversy. I had, Boosie that told people he was on death row. I had already knew Boosie wasn't never on death row, right? I knew he probably was housed on death row, but he wasn't on death row. I knew that. Solo big homie, it's a self-hate. A lot of black folks got to get by first. You got to love yourself first, then you got to love up. I should say Solo. I say that all the time. Watch this, man. In the first phase of my change in my life, my whole attitude about the way I used to live my life as an active gamer, I had to learn how to love me. And once I learned how to love me, I can love and respect somebody else. You cannot transmit something you do not have. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. And once I started loving myself, I started embracing every form of blackness. Every form of my blackness. I became pro-black. When I was in the penitentiary and I was advocating saying I was a freedom fighter, I'm a pro-black, I'm CCO, but I'm still a Crip, and I'm just down for blackness. Was did I love? Watch this. I still got into it with other black people because the organization I was in, we had scrimmages with people. That didn't take away from my black love, right? You're not going to do nothing to me based on what I represent. So I must protect myself and protect those that represent what I represent. We got to learn how to love ourselves before we love anybody else. In order to really have peace in the streets of Los Angeles, we got to have peace within our own communities in order to have peace as a collective. And this is what people ain't getting either, right? So again, what is the gang interventions really doing in Los Angeles, man? Somebody emailed me a few days ago. I'm saying I bragged about it, thinking I'm going to get plugged in. I'm still waiting on the response to the email that they sent to me, and I responded to them, and I still haven't got a response back yet. Email asked the boy, man, send me your number if I can call you. Are you that busy? Don't put my hopes up, then shatter my dreams. Don't do your boy like this, man. I'm a front liner with this thing, man. I want to pave the pavement and trying to create some form of ceasefire in the streets of Los Angeles, Compton, watch all over South Los, and I don't even say South Central Los Angeles, but all over the greater Los Angeles area, man. Wherever we got a problem with gangs, that I'm willing to go in that area and talk. And there's nothing wrong with talking. It's about how you present your conversation. If you go up in them communities talking at them, they're going to talk back. But if you go talking to them, now you're creating some form of positive dialogue. You got to present something in order to create some form of peace, man. We got to create something positive. Eliminate them from doing the fucked up shit to have them doing something new. We need to get these brothers some jobs out here, man. Even the ones who don't want to work, we got to offer them a job that they can't refuse. And this is what these gang intervention need to do. These gang intervention dudes, man, from what I'm hearing, these dudes they get major bread a year. But the only pockets they lining up is their own. They taking care of their family. There ain't nothing wrong with taking care of your family, but if you're getting paid to be a gang intervention, you must go over here and you're supposed to prevent some type of gang violence. And you're not doing that. That's the problem. It's a problem with that. I don't care what nobody else see from my point of view. She see some sitting in and looking from the outside looking in. I don't see gang intervention doing a great service, doing a good service in the black community. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna support being black. I don't subscribe to black on black violence in no form, shape, or fashion. Oh, gee, what happened to that dispensary joint? I never watched this, man. I was waiting on them people. I wanted that dispensary job bad in the motherfucker, Billy. But I like being a janitor, man. I ain't gonna lie, shit. I like being a janitor. I wanted that dispensary job bad as a motherfucker, but I'm glad I didn't get it. I'm glad I didn't get it because I might have got sticky fingers up in there. You understand what I'm saying? We have to all we have to. Say it again, my brother. Do you watch Blood Paru YouTube platforms? Do you watch? Hey, watch this, man. How you doing, Michelle? I watch him. I be watching that dude. I tapped into the dude because he emailed me, said he wanted to holler at me. Never followed back. Dude named 89 and up, whatever his name is. He had tapped in my show, asked for my email, but he never emailed me. So it makes me wonder, what's going on. But I watch this show and I hear the things that he say. But I be trying to watch platforms, man, that's trying to push a positive narrative like me. I watch Kel Mack. I watch Melly Mill, right? If you don't push a positive platform, I'm not going to watch your platform. Now, if somebody send me something, say, man, check this dude, I see what they saying, I do it. Somebody hit me this morning while I was at church, man. I'm listening to Noah Jones. I'm on my phone. My girl got mad at me, right? and dude say, man, why don't they ever dress Dubs and Gunner in there? I'm not, watch this. What's the purpose of addressing the dropout form? They don't even let you, if somebody asks them on their platform about S and Y, they don't have nothing to say about it. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't try to get caught up. I'm not trying to get caught back up in nobody negativity, right? Watch this, man. I had a dude email me last night after I got through with my live, after I talked to Corey McHenry, right? And this dude hit me and put SAG name, used my homeboy name, created a fake email account, whatever, I guess, and said, yeah, you better keep your distance from SAG. So I guess he wanted me to bite into it. Alicia, how you doing, sweetheart? Michelle said, I'm good, man. I'm hoping you're having a good week. The weekend is lovely. Michelle went to church today. It's lovely. Do you think the new age rap is a problem with the black on black violence? Hey, man, I ain't one to blame. Check this one out. PTHD. I'm not one to blame uh the violence in the community on gangster rap music. I'm like Scarface say, man, shit. Spice One and Tupac ain't never gave me a motherfucking gun. We already had violence in the gang community in our communities before rap music came about. Has it got more raw than more violent than ever since rap music? Yes, it has. But I ain't gonna point the finger at gang. Watch this, man. I get more offended about them disrespecting the women in rap music than I hear when they say what to do to a buster or do to a rat. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't blame it on rap music. I blame it on how we get on the type of guns that's being presented. OG, why do homeless in LA, Glenn Swiftly Blues, say the N-word? Hey, watch this, man. I don't know why do homeless in LA, Glenn Swiftly Blue. I ain't know Swift Blue was homeless. Check this out. I don't know why that Buster dude used the N-word, man. Watch this. I didn't tap into some of these Hispanic shows and say, why y'all use the N-word? And the first thing they people a comment on say, why y'all in y'all feelings? Y'all use it. So I guess they feel because we use the N-word, it's okay for them to use the N-word, but it's not. It's not. And they watch this. They know it's not cool, man. I was talking to a Mexican one time I went to work. And he said the N-word. I said, damn, man, why using the word? He said, you trying to, provoke my ghetto past? I said, no, that ain't what I'm saying. I said, but how would you feel about it? And he wasn't calling me N-word. He was just talking in general. I say, man, how would you feel if I say, man, hey, wetback, what's up? Hey, hat dancer, what's up? His whole demeanor changed. So one day I was in the store, just got off work, man, stopped at the store. And the potato chip man was up in the store putting in the frito man up there putting in chips and shit in the store. I said, man, let me ask you something. He said, yeah, my boy, what's up? I say, man, you say my boy. So let me really throw something at you, right? I said, do you say my boy for you don't use the N-word? He said, yeah. He said, because when we see a lot of we can, I see gray hair on you, so I can tell you OG. No, because that gray hair don't mean I'm OG. We talking. He said, but I know some of y'all don't like this using. I said, well, you calling a black man a boy is derogatory too, because I ain't your boy. Right? Me and him got to talking, but he let me know. That's why some of them say my boy. Now you hear brothers follow suit with him. Hey, my boy, what's up? No, stop trying to do what other people do. People is emulating us so tough that it has become disrespectful and don't nobody do it. What's up, Darrell? What you doing, baby? What you doing? What you doing? But that's no, man. I don't watch this. I even commented on Swifty Blue bust ass for using the N-word. You understand what I'm saying? But Swifty Blue wasn't doing nothing, man, but trying to project a wannabe tough gangster image, and he wasn't even a gangster. Especially when he said the shit about whack. Yeah, I wouldn't want to sign to a black record label. He goddamn like he gonna sign to any record label that want to offer him a contract so he can get paid. Trust and believe that. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all throw some questions at me. Throw some more at me, man. We got 28 people up in here, man. We've been in here 23 minutes. Let's liven this live up. The last two lives been real awesome, y'all. Let's liven this live up, man. Let's liven this live up. I'm feeling real good. Went to church. I'm feeling real good today, man. Real good. James Cash up and he said, what's up, OG? How you been? Tapping in. Shouts out to the frontliners, he said, y'all. What it do, baby? What it do? Y'all tap on, throw some questions at me, man. We need 36 subscribers, man. We're going to have 2,000. I had 2,000, just 36, man. We can get 2,000 today, man. Let's hit that 2,000 mark today, y'all. I know 36 people. We can share this content with people and tell them to subscribe to this show. I see my boy Blade must be busy. Feel me? But let's tap on in. Y'all throw some questions at me on this Sunday. Let's make it do what it do. We got 13 more days for the inner city youth sit down. It's going to be awesome, y'all. I'm going to make some phone calls today and tomorrow. Casper, Gangsta has a very positive platform. Oh, yeah, I meant to mention that, too. And I do tap into Gangsta show, too. But Gangsta, sometimes when Gangsta be on, I be asleep, right? But I taps into my homie show. I taps into my show. Gangsta taps into mine. He might not say nothing, but he taps into mine. I'm going to support, watch this, man. I support any of my homeboys that got a platform. I wish that move, I watched FG too. I watched FG. Let me keep that 100. I watched FG Unleashed too, right? But I wish it was more, watch this, man. I wish more OGs Well, at least do interviews if they don't want to have their own platform and really get on here and let's talk about having peace in black communities, right? Because we're obligated to our homies, our fallen soldiers, our fallen comrades that lost their life. We're obligated to them to make it better for their kids and their grandkids. We're obligated to that. We're responsible for the bullshit that went down in the community. Do you think American black men are the original in and the original in? You read this right. Do you think American black men, the original Indian men? I understand the question, brother. I understand the question, man. Black folks, black folks that got kidnapped in Mexico last, the government put a gag order on so they can't say nothing. Well, and I can imagine why they did that. You understand what I'm saying? The cartel posed that sent an apology letter. And I'm gonna tell you something else that cartel gonna do. If it's true that the cartel really sent an apology letter, that cartel gonna try to reach out to the two people that made it back. And that cartel gonna get that family some money, man. I mean, money can't bring the life back, but they finna, then they turned their people in, right? They did better just kill them instead of turning them in, right? Because now they're gonna live over good life in prison. I work for a school district, and I hear these young Chicanos using the N-word all the time. I don't get it. They want to fight the black boys. Listen to me. That's a hurtful feeling too, David. I can't relate to that. I can't. I hear that. Watch this, man. Somebody got a hood law with something. My homeboy and had me watching this shit. I be watching these dudes, the Flowers and the 13s, excuse me, no disrespect, nobody negative. The Valencias and the 38s be fighting. They go up each other hood early in the morning, knowing ain't nobody out. At 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, be like, where them niggas at? Where them niggas at? Where you Flowers at? Disrespect, but they're Hispanic dudes. They don't watch this. In the sound of their voice, you don't even hear Hispanic in them. So if you wouldn't see a picture of them, you'll think they brothers. Them dudes really believe it's cool to emulate who we are. See, why they so busy throwing lugs at us? The dudes like Dubs and Gunner and American Cholo, see, they get that from their big homies because they big homies use that word. Dubs use that word. Gunner use that word. They just ain't using it on their platform, and especially American Buster, but he using it in 2 forms. What's up, my nigga, to his homeboys. Then when he called in us, he said like this, nigger. You know what he said when he was talking to us. That's what they do. But they're the ones who supposed to address that to their people and tell their people, hey, Rasa, it's time to stop using an N-word. You're not just being disrespectful towards the black race, you're being disrespectful to yourself. But just imagine if we wake up one morning and say we tired of them using that word. There goes a new form of violence. Now I'll be in all agreement with that form of violence. It's a must that they stop using that word, man. It's a must. It's a must. And they ain't because we use it to watch this. I use it. I'll be the first one to say I use it. There was a time in my life I wasn't using it. Watch this, man. When I came home from the pen and I wasn't using that word, everybody in the neighborhood, and every neighborhood I went in saw, man, you on that militant shit. So I fell right back into the sea of things on the streets. They use that word viciously in prison too. And blacks is allowed to hear that. They hear that word and don't have nothing to say about it. Certain brothers will say, speak on it. Like, hey, man, I don't appreciate you saying that word. Right? And they don't be meaning nothing. They call each other the N-word. It ain't cool. They don't supposed to use it. But it's on their race to tell them they so-called OG homies, like American Buster, aka American Cholo, fake Gunner, fake Dubs, but they always throw lugs at what blacks doing, how proud they are of their race. You so proud of being Hispanic. Why you love using the N-word? Why you want to call yourself a nigger? If you so proud of being Hispanic, why you want to call yourself a nigger? Why you want to be black? They can't relate to that. Sometimes that's how you got to talk at them. Give us an example of how you think blacks should start doing to love each other as far as gangster rap. Watch this, man. Gangster rap, half of them dudes is just popping. Them dudes is not gang bangers. They just popping it. The record label they working for, that's what the record label want them to put out there. So they doing anything to get this money. They chasing a bag, man. They chasing a bag. They chasing a bag. But maybe if we start as one, saying, hey, man, we appreciate maybe if you put out some positive, watch this, we can ask a person to put out some clean content on their music. I ain't saying protesting. Listen, I ain't trying to stop nobody from their livelihood. That ain't what I'm trying to advocate. But I'm telling you, gangster rap ain't got nothing to do with a whole lot of problems in the neighborhood. All I know is gangster rap should advocate more peace than they should advocate violence on their music. They don't advocate peace. They don't advocate no form of peace. You understand what I'm saying? Some of them don't come in the community. They claim neighborhoods and ain't even from them neighborhoods. You got these dudes, man, in their 20s and 30s, late 20s and early 30s. Ain't never been a gangbang. As soon as they become a rapper, they want to be a gangbang. Look at the Blueface dude, man. He say he a crip. But that dude's an embarrassment when it come to cripping. Him and his girl go through it. He fell out with the girl family. They putting all their business on YouTube to get, and he gets on YouTube. Yeah, look what my girl did to me. Look what my girl did to me. Look at my face. And man, that shit is embarrassing, man. To be a grown ass man, that shit is embarrassing. Then he jumps on her daddy. I don't give a fuck if her daddy fired on him. You dope fiend him. You ran up on him while he was walking away, right? That's busted shit, man. That's busted shit. That ain't what black men should be doing. Black men should not get that type of example in the public view. Watch this, man. Like some of the football players and basketball players, man. Them dudes is only sport role models when the camera's on them. When the camera's off, they're no longer role models. Some of these rappers need to be held accountable for the shit that they putting out there. They need to be a better role model than being a negative role model. Be a better positive role model. Stop putting out negative content that you know fucks up your community. It fucks up their community. White kids listen to rap music, but if they doing that shit in the white community, no, them white kids venture back down like that white boy was claiming 9 O's. They got caught up in murder, but the 2 brothers got found guilty because his mom and them had money. He beat the murders. And they justified everything he was doing like he ain't had nothing to do with shit. They ventured down to the black community, and we embrace people that come to our community. We allow people to be a part of what we're a part of. You understand what I'm saying? But we're not letting them be held accountable for their bullshit. But we're held accountable for our bullshit. Our community makes sure we held accountable for our bullshit. Your homies gonna DP you when you do something fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? Do you think Magic Johnson does enough for LA and Compton? The brother got money. Hey man, I don't even know the answer to that, Billy, but I'm gonna try my best way of giving you my honest opinion on that. He do and he don't. He do and he don't. Yeah, he got the pork. He got Magic Johnson pork, Willowbrook pork, looking good as a motherfucker. Looking beautiful. Roll down El Segundo, you see that shit they done built, that new part of that pork they done built, looking good in the motherfucker. But why we still got vacant fields in Compton and Los Angeles? Why every time there's a vacant field, you want to put up a strip mall or something? Why not put up homes, some apartments, affordable, low-income, affordable housing? Because we got a homeless problem out here. Why not build a motherfucking youth center in the community? You understand what I'm saying? You want these gang interventions? Why not come to the community and talk to dudes like Bamm, Melly Mill, Kev Mack, Willie, FG them, and numerous other people? You understand what I'm saying? Talk to Cynthia Nunn them. Why not rebuild Cynthia Nunn place? Why not make that motherfucker Stu Story place where we can teach kids computer literacy and all that literature and all that, you know what I mean? Let's have these places where we can teach. We don't have to be teachers to teach people. I can teach political science because I taught it in prison. Listen to what I'm saying. OG Bamm, I'm an asset, but I don't mess with Doves or Gunner. They dropouts pushing a fake narrative that they are big homies. Are they big homies? I'm confused. Tim Dog. So now I don't know if this dude. Hey, Tim Dog. Now I don't know if you're a troll or not based on the name Tim Dog, right? So please don't come up in here saying this and then come at me later on with the disrespect. So I ain't trying to throw no lugs at you. I don't mess with Doves or Gunner. They're dropouts. All right. Hey, I know Baby Not had a reputable brother for Fire Traveline, but was his other brothers villains? Nah. Watch this, man. I went to school with 2 of Baby Not brothers. One of them tapped on my show the other day, commented on it. OG Tricky, watch this. His brother, me and Maurice was the same age. Me and his sister Bamm was the same age. And brother Tricky Dick was under. Tricky Dick and Maurice always been boss players, man. I think Tricky Dick might have game banged a year and a half in his like 2 years. We seen that wasn't him. You know what I'm saying? Baby, not brothers that I went to elementary school with was players, man. Players. They just wasn't no cowards that got hands and all that. Shit, you think Baby Not had a squabble? Shit, hey, check this out. Tricky Dick, hey, Tricky Dick got a squabble, man. Tricky Dick. I remember when we was little, man. We was gambling. I was on the east side. We was parlaying, man. And Tricky Dick got into it with a dude that used to low-key bully us when we was little, Ruben. And Ruben was the big homie, right? And Tricky Dick won the fight. Ruben was loaded. Tricky Dick and Ruben was drunk. And Tricky Dick won the fight. We walking down Latham Mall Street, man. And Ruben had a brother named Dot. I seen Dot pick up a Volkswagen by his motherfucking self, the front of a Volkswagen car, right? Dot fired on the homie Larry Maroney, and Larry Maroney went out. I was standing right there. So I said, why ain't he there? Because Dot remembered me, right? But Tricky Dick, Baby Not one of his big brothers, Tricky Dick, had a squabble, man, a real good squabble, man. Shouts out to Tricky Dick, to the Baby Not whole family, man. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't a troll, OG. I troll Dubs and Gunner's real names. Hey, I don't want that. I like that, but I don't want that. Thank you, though, brother. Thank you. I don't want that, though. Thank you, man. Thank you, Tim Dog. Thank you, brother. I started following you from 16 to Life interview. Well, a lot of people didn't like that interview. They felt as though I was being racist, like I had some form of animosity. So to Tim Dog, I'm going to address this the best way I know how, my brother. I'm not a racist. I just believe about the uplifting of my people, just like the Hispanics mean the uplifting of their people. And what I'm doing for the inner city, Hispanic kids is going to be at my inner city sit down. You know what I'm saying? Because we all share the same community. I'm for the peace of the kids, man. I don't care what color you are. I'm for the kids. But I am into the empowerment of the black race. I'm a strong black man. I rock this black will. Gang banging was a choice. I'm a non-active gang member. I still represent Fronthood. I just represent in a positive way today. I'm trying to be a positive role model in the black community, in my community. You know, you ever knew somebody called Pork Chop? Nope. I never seen I never seen Space go squabble on, but I heard he supposed to have one. I don't know no brother named Pork Chop, man. Where that name come from, Mr. Lewis? Where that name come from? But I appreciate what you're saying, though, Tim Dog. Maybe you can donate to the channel, brother. Maybe you can donate to the channel, Tim Dog. Yeah, but I'm up on that, though. I'm up on that. My boy Clee must be with the babies, and Blade must be doing his thing. Boy, that sun is coming back out. The Sunday is looking all right. I ain't think it was racist. It was real. I'm a Southerner. Never took offense to it because I ain't 100 zero homies. I lost more than I won, so it's all love. Thank you, Tim Dog. Watch this, man. I try to tell people that all the time. Every organization in prison took L's and took W's, man. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't never took, watch this. It wasn't personal, they were just business. I got a lot of, watch this, man. I grew up with a lot of CB3s and a lot of Largos and some flats. And the ones that I knew that was tipped up was still my homeboys. They didn't come at me. I didn't come at them. That ain't saying they didn't go at no other brother. That ain't saying I didn't go at no other Hispanic. We just knew not to go at each other. We still respected each other. I had a Hispanic homie named Mio resting in the peace. I drank out his tumbler in the pen. They go, Blade, hey, they go, Blade, what it do? Blade, what it do? All these other communities have degrees of solidarity and practice group economics. But when black people even talk about it, everybody act like it's racist. They're afraid of us competing. Well, and that might be true too. A lot of, watch this. People, certain people, not everybody, certain people are really, really afraid of black folks coming together on any form, shape, or level, on any level, right? For some reason, they're afraid of black unity. But at the same token, black folks are afraid of black unity themselves, and I do not understand why, y'all. That's the most hurtful part about it. Have you ever had any run-ins with any 8-9 neighborhood family? Nope. No, I haven't. I know some, though, and I forgot. One of them was in Tehachapi on 4-yard with me. Me and him used to gamble a lot. I remember one time we was gambling because he was losing. He created an argument with somebody. I'm sitting down. I say, homie, check this out. I don't give a fuck what you and that dude got going on, bro. But that $100 you owe me, you know, it's 2 hours after the game up. You got to have that $100. Got to come to you. He said, "Bam, I got you. I got them green dots in the cell for you. Don't trip." So I'm like, I had to let him know because I felt as though you was trying to create some tension, hoping to be a melee. Then when the melee happened, hey, I'm gonna want my money after the melee, in the melee, or whatever. As soon as we get to squabbling, they bust on the yard. I'm like, where my money at? But he was a good brother. He was a good brother, right? But I ran across some 8-9 families, man, family Swans that was with the bitch, like Tweet from Swans. That's my boy. Then I met the Stones, had a little cousin from 8-9 family Swans. He was in the pen with me. Me and him got tight. OG, I think you should get a part-time job at a group home. You can really help the youngsters out. And you know what, man? That's what we need. Let me share this with you, man. That's what we need. I got a cousin living in Houston, right? And I was telling them, people was buying these transitional housing and prisoners, and the state will pay for prisoners to be there. That's what's needed. Tim Dog is a troll, OG. I can go for that too, brother. I can go for that one too. Ain't no damn fool. You feel me? You can throw something at somebody and they can either prove they're a troll or they can't prove they're not a troll. You feel me? But Pete, that's what's needed, man. We need group homes for these kids. So they won't have to go to juvenile YA, California Youth Authority and all that, right? Or possibly the penitentiary when they're 18. You know, the group homes that Tookie was working in. But to put the right people in there to work in, and I love to work in them group homes. That's what these gang interventions need to do. It don't take a whole lot to get a group home. All you have to do is get a goddamn house. A group home. Have somebody that can hook you up with the probation people. You understand what I'm saying? Matter of fact, man, I'm going to text Casper after I get off here, give Casper a call and see if me and Casper can work on some lines to that. That's a dude that's trying to help me. He's trying to hook me up, have somebody write down, help me if I can get a grant. Man, you know Crazy Poke from Father's Broadway? Hell yeah, I know Crazy Poke. I know Crazy Poke, my homeboy. That's like my motherfucking cousin, man. Crazy Poke on the streets now. Talk about how hard they make it. How hard they make it for us coming home from prison. How hard? Who make it, Ohio? Who you talking about? You asking me that. Right, I see we throwing them questions. I like it though, y'all. We got 34 people in it. We got to get this thing popping, y'all. But yeah, Crazy Poke, watch this, man. Me and Crazy Poke was in Salinas Valley together in Tehachapi. I remember one day he went to the store. Somebody asked my boy for a honey bun, one of the big icy honey buns. I was at work. I was the lead cook in Tehachapi. I ran the kitchen, right? And I couldn't do it. I immediately going Crazy Poke bag and grab a honey bun. Do like, hey man, why you ain't said that to Bamm? I said, shit, Bamm, my motherfucking homeboy. Crazy Poke is a loved one, man. A real loved one. I'm glad he made it to the streets, man. I thought when my uncle passed from Broadway, I thought he was gonna show up at my uncle's funeral because a lot of Broadways, a lot of Broadways went to my grandmother's funeral and went to my uncle's funeral because my grandmother lived in Father's Broadway hood, man. You understand what I'm saying? David Fred say, I'm against the N-word in the term, my boy. I myself tell non-blacks to stop using it. And we all need to tell them, if you're not black, don't use the N-word. It's already fucked up that we use it ourselves. But if you're not black, you should not be using the N-word, man. I don't care what nobody say. You feel me? Jarrell said, what's your IG? Look at Jarrell. Yeah. But Mr. Thomas, Lemurio, how you say your name? Lemurio Thomas. You from Broadway, brother? You from Broadway? Y'all throw something at me, man. Throw something at me. Don't run from it, man. That's real. Everyone eliminate blacks, but how many actually support black? That's the question. That's the big question. That's the big questions. I'm doing good, and thank you, David. How are you? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. I got nephews and nieces that are African Americans. It's all thank you, Tim Dog. We appreciate that, brother. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. Why did they get rid of the conjugal visits? Watch this, man. Watch this. When did they take away the conjugal visits? When did they take away? They never took away the conjugal visits. People were still able to get conjugal visits. Certain people wasn't able to get them. But when did they completely take them? That I ain't shit. I need to find out some things, man. I need to find out some shit. Throw some questions at me, man. I feel like people are putting me down and they say my boy, even if they're trying to be cool. Shit, watch this, man. Like when I tap in and say tap in with your boy, it's the way you use that. I remember when I first came home when I was like 18, man, I had got out of jail. And my best friend, baby, said, what's up, baby? And my big homie, Big Mac, said, what's up, baby? I'm like, hey, where the fuck that come from? And that was a new word, how people, brothers was talking to each other. What's up, baby? How you living, baby? You know what I'm saying? And you have to adjust to things, right? But when that term comes from somebody else and they calling you a boy, it's derogatory. I threw a big ass brick at a free staff in prison calling me a boy. I was at the store the other day and there was a dude in front of the counter before me. He had got something, right? So I'm setting my shit on the counter. I said, I'm gonna do some TikTok shit. Hey, put this on this man bill. Get a fifth of that motherfucking Remy, a fifth of that Hennessy, and a bottle of Patron. The dude started laughing. And me, him, and the dude working the store, we was talking about it on how these dudes be doing that shit on TikTok. And somebody came and said, yeah, man, I don't like that woman, that white dude be coming on TikTok. Say, hey, boy, get that boy. Get that boy. I say, man, I sure hope he don't see me in the store and say some shit like that to me. Because I'm going to react kind of negative to his ass. Same with that brother. Be walk, oh, your ass too big. You getting the hot dog. Talking about, I'm on the phone and ain't got no phone. Be careful on how you doing your little skits. Because you're offending people and people will overreact to being disrespected. So, hey, we got to be careful how we address things, man. Watch this, man. I'm pretty sure that Hispanics that use the N-word, when they really be by themselves, you ain't going to hear a lot of them using that word. Because they know if they by themselves and they use their word in the huddle of brothers, blacks, that they might have some problems. But it's on their people that got these platforms that need to tell them, say, man, y'all so cool. Y'all need to get them some awareness. Say, man, it ain't cool to use that N-word because that can create more problems. Don't try to justify using it because we use it. So say, if I jump off the roof, do it make that cool for you to want to jump off the motherfucking roof? I'm chilling, cleaning around the house. This is Dave Frez. That's right, man. That's what people do on Sundays, too. Come on, y'all throw some more questions at me, man. We've been in there 47 minutes, and it's just 37 people up in there now. Y'all got to throw something at me this morning, man. Me today, man. I walk by groups of all non-black white dudes, and they be calling each other that N-word religiously. Shit is crazy. That shit been spreading for a while like a disease. That's what I'm talking about. Watch this, man. I hear him say it. But I'm one of them dudes, when I hear it, I say something about it. Crazy, they tearing down the Jordan Downs. They got any stories from back in the day. They ain't tearing down the Jordan Downs, they're remodeling the Jordan Downs. And hopefully they put the same families be able to get back up in there, right? Which I believe they're going to get them people access to getting back up in there. I just hope they don't tear the motherfuckers up if they looking good, right? But I ain't got no stories about, watch this, man. I ain't never been a project dude. That's one thing. I don't like going in projects. I didn't roll through the Jordan Downs to fuck with Cisco and Butcher back in the day, Little Billy and shit. But I don't do the projects, man. You're not safe in nobody projects. I used to go in the Nixons, but you can't hang up in nobody projects if you really ain't from there. You might get caught up in something. Did you know Curtis Bragg's RP from Santana? No, I ain't know him, homie. I know some Braggs, but not him. Not him. I noticed in certain areas of LA, they used it. Inglewood, Hawthorne. I met dudes locked up that never said, my hood don't use it. It's a big no-no. And watch this. That's how they can stop. See, if Emmy and the Barrios tell their people not to use that word, I guarantee you they're going to stop using that word. I guarantee you. You got a fun low rider memory. Oh, man, check this out, man. One of my favorite, funnest low rider memories is riding with my little homie, Lil Terry. Arrived one day, me and Big Mike, my homie Michael Graham, Lil Mike. They call him Big Mike, but his daddy really Big Mike. Big Mike was in the green 58 rag when I first come home, man. Pulled up on Slater. He said, man, I'm gonna take you to buy you a couple of outfits right quick, right? Buy you a couple pair of tennies and some outfits. And he let me drive that motherfucker, man. That rag top 58 was green. And he said, in order for me to drive it, I got, because he was rolling. He said, you got to go down Central. Oh, I'm gonna do better than that. Shit. I went down Central, turned on Paru Street, then came back up. Busted you on Paru Street. Hit the driveway, somebody's driveway. I rode through the west side. Then we went to East Bay Galleria, right? Bought me a couple of fits and shit, some shoes, and some fitted hats, right? That's my funnest low-riding memory. I went to two Majestic picnics back in the day. I used to go to Handsome Downs with rap from Main Streets, my cousin Big Ali Lolly. But my best low-riding memories is the dude that gave me my first low-rider, my cousin Lolly, man. When I was little, he been low-riding since I was like 11, 12 years old. Like, just if I can ride with my cousin, he was like 5 or 6 years older than me. That's how I knew all the low-riders in Compton, the Parker boys. Parkers, I don't care what nobody say, the Parkers used to have the cleanest low-riders in Compton at one time. Them the motherfuckers that made me want to get a coupe. They had them coupes. They had a red and black coupe on them, that fifth wheel on their front and back, and I was like impressed with that shit. My homie Gregory Randall had a clean 67 front and back. My homie Cabo had a low. JoJo had a rag, but the cleanest glass house from front here was T-Tux. You understand what I'm saying? Hen Dog had the 8, clean the motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Raybo had a clean ass green Monte Carlo on Vogues. That motherfucker was tight. You feel me? Little Jerry Stone had a clean purple trip. Little Cherry had a few, the 57. Stursey had the 6. Oh, that 6.5 was clean though. Motherfucker. Said. A lot of my homies had some fine ass, fly ass lowriders. Did you know the Nellis? Yeah, I know Slick. The Nellis? Do I know the Nellis? You know the Nellis? I don't know what you mean, homie. Much love, OG Bamm. I'll catch you on the next one. All love to everyone in here. We all the minority, but don't want us to come together. R.I.P. Tupac and Toker. I hear you, brother. Hey, that go Wolf tapped in. I didn't even know Wolf was in it. The Parkers had some cold low rider. Parkers had a cold Carhartt. Oh, they watch this, man. That was people say that they was car thieves, that they was definitely car thieves, right? The Parkers, but they had, watch this, Terry Carter had some clean ass low riders. Terry Carter had a clean ass tray when we was in high school. Did you ever go, hey, no, man, I ain't never been to Skateland. Never been to Skateland, brother. Been to Dudos, but I never, watch this. I ain't never been to Skateland. I ain't never been to Eve After Dark, but I've been to Dudos. You understand what I'm saying? But I've never been to Skateland or Eve After Dark. What is some of the craziest thing happened when you was a youngster? What was some of the craziest things happen when you was the youngster? In regards to what, man? Check this out. I done been packed out. I got rack packed by a family of brothers one time on the east side. This family of brothers, man, this little brother, Earl Ford, we fighting these niggas. They lived upstairs in these apartments called Twin Palms. This nigga, grandmama called him. That nigga hit the back gate. These niggas, I'm still fighting these niggas, like 4 of them. And one of them dropped the stick. Well, I picked that motherfucking stick up and got to beating the shit out them niggas with that stick, man. One time, I got caught. I was about 13. My auntie had me over her house. My auntie lived in Denver Lane Hood, right? And wanted me to clean out the garage for $100. I found some spray paint in her garage, and I started riding Compton Trip in the motherfucking alley. Some dude is on a bike looking at me spray painting on the alley, but I don't know I'm think he gonna say something to the people on spray painting on their property. Next thing I know, man, he gonna Peabody them. It gonna Peabody them. Just so happened my uncle and auntie knew Peabody's mother and knew Peabody and his brother. My auntie said, y'all ain't gonna jump on him. And I ain't even have a fight. Me and Peabody became friends, right? So now if I go in Denver Lane Hood, wherever my family lived at, I had to be respectful to whatever hood that is too, right? So bam, before some real crazy shit happening to me, no, man, I didn't have my share of squabbles out here when I was gang banging, even when I was hustling. You know what I mean? Watch this, man. I remember when I used to sell water, I'm going into Nixon's one day on the LB lot to get some water, right? And I seen Joe Valentine in his mother car. He coming this way to turn on 114th. I'm crossing Imperial. I'm finna pass him. That nigga busted you, man. And he pulled up on the lot where I was at. I'm thinking I'm finna have some problems. And man, that nigga got to talking, man. And me and Jay Nate was tight in the motherfucker, man. Joe Valentine, that's my boy, man. That's my boy, man. But I ain't had all my problems, you think I'm lying, man. Some of my problems came based on me shooting dice and finding them T's on the nigga, man. Find T's on the nigga. That nigga couldn't accept me. Cause I talk shit when I be shooting dice, I'm talking shit. That was like that in high school. I didn't have squabbles with Damu. I didn't have more fights in juvenile halls with Bloods than I had on the streets, man. Did I put work in here? Yeah, I used to put work in. You understand what I'm saying? Well, watch this, man. This ain't no bullshit, man. I done said this 100 times. When I started gang banging, man, I wanted my name to ring like Raymond Washington. I wanted to be the next Raymond, the next Mac Thomas. I wanted my name to pump the fear of God in a motherfucker. Get your girlfriend who do down on you, ever do that again? No, watch this. Hey, Wolf, let me give you a story on it. She got a niece that's claimed 8'9", matter of fact, 8'9" family swans, right? I see her niece. I stopped at the store one day. And the girl say, hey, is you Sherwood? It's my homeboy stepdaughter. I'm like, yeah, it was you. She said, on Leatrice. I'm like, oh, hey, man, where your auntie at? She told me auntie was homeless and all that, man. They should be on Manchester and San Pedro on the bus stop. I jumped right in my Jag and followed Leatrice. I followed her. Went up there. I pulled up in the gas station. Leatrice talking to somebody sitting on the bus stop, man. Smoking dope with about 4 or 5 people. A big old fat girl walked up. I said, what the fuck is this? I mean, you can smell it. Walking up to my car at the window down in the Jag. I got out, and it was her. When I first came home, I was also trying to be in the game, but I'm keeping 100 shot. I had some work on me. I had like 2 zips on me, man. I went in my stash, man, and gave her a zip and gave her $200. I say, here. But with the $200, I said, Leatrice, put it in your car. I don't want to get in my car because her clothes and shit was dirty. And I'm just keeping it 100. And we took her and got her a room. With that $200, I paid for the room for 3 days, right? So I had love for her. Watch this, man. This girl ran for me when I first went to the pen. She ran for 3 years for me, right? She had a daughter on me when I was in the pen. This girl her whole family wasn't nothing but beautiful women. She was the only one that went down to the curb on it. And it was because she had lost her mother. Her mother was one of the welfare queens in LA. She had lost, she had lost her. When her mother died, it took a whole lot from her, right? I don't know where she is. She got a nephew she got 2 nephews, Kobe and Jordan. Kobe be balling his ass off, man. He going to college and all that, man. But Debbie wasn't no punk. I got a big old knot in the back of on my line in the back of my head because she hit me in my head one time with a big ass fingernail file because she used to catch me with other girls and she was a jealous woman. But I had a whole lot of love for this girl named Debbie, man. 1, 2, at your most active. How often were you going out to put in work? I heard some OGs claim they was trolling at least trying to smash on somebody every day. Hey, check this out, man. When I was really with the business, I ain't gonna tell you I put in work every day, but I put in work. And I'm gonna keep this 100 at least 4 or 5 times a month. I was putting in work. And I patrolled my hood every day. Cause I had a car, but I walked through my hood, man. And you ain't got to drive through your hood. Say I had a car and I wouldn't drive from my house to the store. I walked to the store. You understand what I'm saying? Because I always felt this. If your hood ain't safe, ain't nowhere to be. You got to keep your hood safe, man. Why you think so many of your homeboys that get turned out on drugs stay only in the neighborhood? The only people that come in other neighborhoods that was active is when they got on them drugs, and drugs took them in them neighborhoods. Even when I used to be in an addiction, I would never go in another blood hood and get no drugs because I didn't want nobody to remember who the fuck I was and do nothing to me. But you know how many ex-bloods, Damus I went to school with, and that was reputable bloods, was ended up on drugs and came in my hood. I had to tell a dude that got killed, right? He used to rob motherfuckers. He started hanging in my hood. I had to tell him one day, I said, man, don't do some shit like that over here, you're going to get dealt with, homie. Don't be doing that shit. Don't be doing that shit. Because you have somebody come over here to start shooting at a motherfucker because of you. Watch this, man. Remember the burger stand on 48th of Central, I think it was called? Yeah, I knew Jill Burgers. That's John West's mama. I knew her real good. 48th of Central at the corner, now it's a Mexican joint. That's Jill Burgers. My cousin I-Rock, Jerry Gilliam, used to go with the daughter. That's John and Robert West now. They brother Joe Fred. Yeah. It's front hood, east or west. West side, baby. West side. But yeah, I was, watch this, man. I was known to keep a pistol, right? I keep a pistol now, I just don't keep it on me. I'm gonna always, watch this, I believe in protecting me. Self-preservation, law of nature is, I'm first. I got to love and protect me. But I don't go out my way. Watch this, man. If a motherfucker told me to come in a certain hood, I'm not going with no gun. I'm gonna trust the person that's telling me to come over there. That's my protection. I don't go in hoods now with guns, because if I got that gun, I know what I'm taking the gun with me for. I'm going to look for a problem. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, she was the only, looked at just like her mama, brother. I know the West family good. They lived on 53rd between Central and Hooper. I knew they had a pool table in their backyard. I went to school with them, man. Went to school with them. Listen to me, man. I'm a Compton cat, man. But I was born on the bottoms, brother. I was born on the bottoms, man. Shouts out to the bottoms, man. Shouts out to Willie Robinson, Donnie, Bunch, Upper. Look, Cal just come home. Eastside Mike, Tricky Dick, Maurice Bullet, Jerry Bullet, Squirrel, P-Funk. You feel what I'm saying? Rooster, resting in peace. My ex-girl that's just passed. Sarah was from the bottoms, born on Rooster Street. Ben Capone, Dino on them. Come on, man. What other Compton hoods did you like hanging in a lot besides the front? Nutty Block. I love hanging in Nutty. That was like my second home, man. It said a lot of cats was put in work of that water, but wouldn't hurt a fly sober. hey, watch this, man. I ain't never did nothing under influence or nothing, brother. That's real talk. Yeah, I might go get, watch this. And I hope ain't nobody got enough heart to want to start doing what I'm about to say, man. Every time I ever shot a motherfucker, after I shot him, I wouldn't hit some dust. So if I got told on, I can say I was under the influence of PCP. Or I go get sloppy drunk. Because I'm not going to tell on myself. You feel me? RW, what's up, OG? Been a minute. Hudson Hub Hop. Check me out. Maurice Deshawn's YouTube. All right, who that is? James can't say that. Yeah, watch this, man. Watch this. I hung with Big Mac, Mike Trashman, Alvin Trashman, Fat Show, Keely Welch, Mac Thomas, Big Ant, K9, Gilbert, resting in peace, Doofus and them. My cousin Big Ollie and Lily Ollie and them, man. Watch this, man. I ran with them. I wanted to hang with them. They wouldn't let me. I could spend the night at my people's house, but they wouldn't let me go to parties and shit. I've been knowing Marcellus and them since I was like 12 and 13 years old, man. You know what I mean? Old man them. Them my big homies. My big homies. I ain't just got big homies from front of it. I got a whole lot of big homies from a whole lot of different sets. Big Wolf, resting in peace, from 8-9. His big brother was my big homie. OG Neckbone. Big Wolf, resting in peace, from 8-9. I hung in 8-9 back in the day too. In the 70s. I hung in 8-9 before it was 8-9 East Coast. It was two times for 8-9. Me and Doug, resting in peace, and Lil Mike from 9-7 ran together. I did my first robbery with them. I ran with them. You feel what I'm saying? I went to Edison, man, with a whole lot of East Side Castle Crips, Perry Henderson, Little Michael Henderson, Michael Townsend, Curtis Mayfield. You understand what I'm saying? I hung in Billion Hood. But when I hung in Billion Hood, you couldn't tell I was a banker. I was dressing like them, Nicks, Rollins, and the Taylors. You know what I mean? Because I went to Hooper Elementary. You know what I mean? My partners that I went to elementary school with they didn't even become bankers, man. All them niggas was players, man. All of them was players, man. And when I run across him up in the penitentiary, it didn't knock who we fuck we was. Me and Baby Not brothers in the county jail breaking niggas together on the dice. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's one shirt. I just didn't put the picture up, Dito. It's one shirt. I've been told y'all that the other night. It's one marathon, a 3X marathon white t-shirt is in the raffle. So all you have, and I appreciate if you enter the raffle. It's one shirt in the raffle. So enter the raffle. Enter the raffle. It's one shirt. I said that 2 nights ago. It's one. I just forgot to put the picture up, but the picture go up today. One shirt is in the raffle. One 3X marathon white t-shirt is in the raffle. Now this my homie called me. I got to call him back. I got a homie called me, used to play for the Eagles. Now he finally giving me a call. I got to call him back. Calling me while I'm doing the live. Calling me while I'm doing the live. Imagine that, man. So come on, y'all. Let's make it do what it do. Dude, boy, you can enter the raffle though, brother. You know how to enter the raffle. Enter the raffle. Enter the raffle. But yeah, man, y'all throw some questions in. We got 33 people and I've been in here an hour, man. That ain't right, man. Come on, enter this raffle, man. Enter this raffle. Hit that click that like and subscribe. Snoopy Mac, what it do, baby? What it do? What it do, man? Y'all come on, man. Support the channel. We got 13 more days. And I got to talk to this partner. This is my partner with a packaging company and everything, man. With a packaging company and everything. It's Bone James. He finally giving me a call back. I called him the other day. He's finally giving me a call back. So come on, man. Y'all into this raffle. Let's make this thing happen, man. Let's make this thing happen. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy, man. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Throw some questions at me, man. I'm going to give y'all 10 more minutes. Please enter the raffle because it's going towards the inner city youth thing in 13 more days, y'all. 13 more days. 13 more days. Let's enter this raffle. Enter this raffle. Enter this raffle. Please enter this raffle. Don't go nowhere. I'm just doing something. Please don't go nowhere. Please do not go anywhere. Please do not. Ooh, I hope I didn't mess up. Hope I didn't mess up. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Tell me y'all can hear me, man. Tell me y'all can hear me. Somebody say if they can hear me or not. Somebody tell me if they can hear me, man. Can you hear me? I done messed up, man. Hey, can y'all hear me, man? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me, man? Somebody said they can hear me. Yeah, blanked out. That was on me. That was on me. Hey, Billy say, all right, still in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you back. Thank you. Billy say, you go, all right, James. What's up, Kenneth Johnson? He say, OG Bamm. What does the OG Bamm name come from? Bamm, your nickname or something? Watch this, man. My grandmother used to call me Bambino. When I was a little boy, my grandmother called me Bambino. My name used to be Lil Bamm. Watch this. My first real nickname was Baby Ollie, because my cousins Big Ollie and Lil Ollie. But my grandmother used to call me Bambino, my little Bambino, right? I liked that name. That's why some of my homies called me that name, right? So I used to write Lil Bamm on the wall. It went from Lil Bamm to Young Bamm to OG Bamm. Kev Mack just sent me something to watch, y'all. Kev Mack just sent me something to watch. But yeah, I appreciate it. Y'all enter the raffle, man. Y'all know how to enter the raffle. Please enter the raffle. Bambino, that's right, man. So, sometimes I go by Bino Brown. Hey. You feel me? But hey, watch this, man. It's 3:41. I'm going to end this live. I got to make these phone calls. I got some calls, and I was trying to text them, right? I will be back at 6 o'clock, y'all. Please tap in. Please enter the raffle for this 3 extra large marathon t-shirt white. Thank you. With that said, I love y'all. Got to make some phone calls, y'all. Sorry about this live. Thank y'all. Now we need them subscribers, man. Let's hit that 2,000 today. Y'all have a lovely Sunday. I'll be back at 6:30. 6 o'clock or 6:30. Thank you.